Hi, I'm Mike, this is Scoutadelic, and let's talk about density. Now we all know that certain things weigh certain things. For example, this weighs 4 kilograms. Whereas if you were trying to lift an elephant, that would be a lot harder, and if you were trying to obviously lift some feathers, it would be a lot easier. So weight with physical things is quite easy to understand. You know that a box is probably heavier than, say, picking up your cat or something like that. Alright? So weight is very easy if we're talking about solid objects. But if we're talking about water or gas, for example, so gas we don't see. We don't see the air that we breathe, but there are gases that are obviously heavier and some that are actually lighter. So that is why when you're obviously looking at fire safety, that you need to go to the ground to get some fresh air, because the smoke and the carbon dioxide and monoxide is usually higher up. So that's why they always say to go onto the ground, because that's where the air and any oxygen is actually left over. So the same applies not only with physical things like sort of solid objects and also air, but the same applies with liquids, so like water. So we're going to do a test and show you how things are different densities depending on what they are. So to test this out, this is water in this jug. So I'm going to put some red food colouring in so we can actually see that this is indeed water and where it is in the whole scheme of things. Let's mix this up. I don't think it's going to look red. Literally doesn't. It looks, I don't know, browny. Okay, so what you need for this is you need a clear container, and we're going to just pour in certain things, okay, and then obviously see where they all fit. So first of all, we have oil. So I'm going to pour some oil into this container here. Some oil, here we go. That's oil. So if you notice, oil is almost a clear liquid in this case. That's our oil. Then, washing up liquid. Now if you can notice already, you can see that the washing up liquid is the green, and that's at the bottom, and then the oil is clearly right there above it. Okay, so that means in this case the washing up liquid is a lot denser than the oil. Okay, if you can see that. Then we have some syrup. So now what we can see is the syrup is denser, then we've got obviously the washing up liquid, and then we've got the oil on top. Okay, then we're going to put some milk. I've got some whole milk here, so let's see if this is denser or what. So if you notice on this side here, what's happening is we've got the syrup, we've got the milk, we've got the washing up liquid, and then we've got the oil at the top there, okay? So that is so far how dense different things are. Then, finally, we've got the all-important water. So let's see where the water's going to go. Okay. I think we've actually got it there. So if you notice, we've got the syrup at the bottom, we've got a white line of milk, then it seems that this is obviously a mixture of our milk and water. Then we've got the green from the washing up liquid, and then finally we've got the oil on the top there, okay? Everyone can see that, yeah? So in this case, we can see that water is more denser than oil and washing up liquid. It's not as dense as milk, and it's definitely not as dense as syrup, okay? So now we've kind of got our dense, so we know oil, then it goes washing up liquid, then we know that this is obviously our water mixed with obviously a layer of milk, and then obviously at the bottom syrup. So the question is, we know that obviously these are denser, so this is obviously heavy, so this is a coin, so this is gonna hopefully sink right to the bottom, and it does. It's right there, right at the bottom there. Okay, so that is where our coin is. So that is the densest part. So at the bottom is our densest part, which is obviously the syrup. Let go then. So this, I don't know if we're going to be able to see this. So this is going to go, and it floats right on top where the oil is. You can see. All right. So there we are. So that is all about how dense is liquids. Interesting, okay? And that's what science is all about. It's learning something new and having tons of fun. Now then, if you have been following us, then you want to get your hands on this Oggy badge. Details are below in the description. They're very rare, there aren't that many, and we're only giving them away this month. So find out how you can get a chance of winning one of these. But if you've liked this video, then don't forget to like. If you enjoyed it, then share it around as much as possible. We'd love, obviously, other people to find these amazing ideas. And finally, don't forget to consider subscribing, please. Bye.